Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the perfect morning skincare routine. This could be for anti-aging, but really it works at any age. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then you're in the right place. I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Media, where we talk about all things beauty, skincare, and lifestyle for those of us over 50. If you like this kind of content, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I sure appreciate it, and I appreciate you for coming to watch today. So let's go ahead and get started on a perfect morning skincare routine. Now, let me just preface this by saying this is not me just making this up. This is from dermatologists. These are people that I follow online that are reputable, board certified dermatologists, as well as my own dermatologist where I live. So step one is going to be cleanser. Because I have combination skin, I lean towards gentle cleansers. So the first thing I'm going to do in the morning is cleanse, and I like to use the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. Very gentle, very creamy. Now, I do have that combination skin, so I'm very oily down the center of my face, and I will about once a week use on the center of my face a CeraVe cleanser that has salicylic acid in it. If I try to use that more often, I get dryness and irritation, so I have to be careful with that. If you're oily, though, that is a great cleanser. But for dry or sensitive, this one's great. Now, the second step is sort of a half step, at least to me, and this is the toner or essence step. Now, the purpose of this is to prepare your skin for the next step. What I like to do is one of two things. I like to make sure that my skin is a little bit damp. Now, you can do this with just water. You don't need another product to do it. But if you want to, you can use something like this from Caudalie, and this is simply grape water. So it's a great antioxidant, and it feels really good. It's a spray-on, so I really enjoy that. But again, you can simply dampen your face with water before you go on to the next step. Just a quick note about toners. Back in the day, for some of us that are older, toners were very astringent, meaning drying. They usually had alcohol. You would put it on a cotton pad and wipe it around, and then you'd feel this too clean, squeaky clean feel that was very drying and really not that great for your skin. So those are the old days. There are toners now, so-called toners, that do not do that. So just read your ingredients and find what's best for you for this half step in our routine. Once my skin is ready, I'm going to move on to step 2, which is going to be vitamin C serum. I like this one from Timeless. The price is right. It's pretty inexpensive. I think I got this on Amazon for around $17, or the Timeless website sells it as well. What you want to look for is a vitamin C that contains vitamin E and ferulic acid. Now, the gold standard in the industry for vitamin C serum is made by SkinCeuticals, and it's about $169 an ounce. That's a lot of money, and it's a great product, and they were sort of the forerunners on this. Full props to them, right? But there are other ones out there that you can use. Like I said, Timeless is a reputable company that I really like, so I feel good about that, and I'm not spending all that money. Now, the next step is to moisturize. Now, depending on where you are with your skin, you may have dry skin, and you may want to moisturize at this point with something fairly creamy. Because I have that oily T-zone, I use something a little bit lighter, and I use one of two things. Let me tell you what I'm using currently, and I'm using this from Chantecaille. This is very expensive. I don't recommend this for everybody. I had a birthday recently a few months ago and splurged, and I got a sample of this and I really liked it. This is called the BioLifting Oil-Free Fluid, and you only need the tiniest amount. I can get by with 2 pumps, so I think this is going to last me a long time. From the looks of it, I'd say maybe 10 months. If I get a year, I'll be happy. Prior to picking that up on my splurge birthday, I was using the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. Now, this is their PM, and the reason I was using this is it has niacinamide, which is brightening for the skin. This is a lightweight moisturizer that I really, really love. Our next step is going to be sunscreen, so let me just insert this comment. A really good option is the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion with sunscreen. Now, when I first got into skincare, this did not contain niacinamide, and that's why I used this. Because I do wear sunscreen on top of it, I felt okay with this. But if you want to combine those steps, this is a lovely moisturizer. Now, because it is a sunscreen, it's a little thicker. It is mineral, so you may get some whiteness, and some people don't like that. If you're going in with a foundation after, no worries, it's not going to be a problem. But if you want to get down in your skincare routine to even less steps, this is a really great option for a mineral sunscreen that's moisturizing. Now for me, because I've done my moisturizer that didn't have sunscreen, I'm going to add in my favorite sunscreen. I can't get past this one. It's Elta MD. It is the UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. This is a tinted mineral sunscreen. I love this. It feels so good on my skin. I'm not a person who's ever worn foundation. For me, I never liked the feel of it, and I guess I've been fortunate enough that my skin has been pretty good. After surviving acne as a young adult, teenager and young adult, I was able to get by without foundation. This is my foundation now. I apply it like foundation. I make sure I get my neck. I really love this. And let me just say that always the best sunscreen is the one that you're going to wear. So figure out what you love and wear it every day. I lean towards mineral sunscreens. I like those better. They're an actual physical block of the UV rays to your skin. There are some fine chemical sunscreens out there that I've tried, but I always go back to mineral because of its ability to block UVA and UVB completely. Now, we could add another little half step. We'll call it a whole step. And that is maybe something around the eyes. And when I started out on my journey with skincare, a lot of people talk about, well, eye cream is just expensive moisturizer in a smaller container. I get that. I get what they're saying. So for a long time, I was using this, and I would put this around my eyes, and it worked just fine for me. I have very dry under eye. I did try something new recently, and I talked about this in another video. It's also by Chantecaille, so it was a bit of a splurge. This is called their Rose de Mai Eye Lift. And what I really like is this applicator. It is so cooling around the eye, and the product itself is a lightweight gel formula, but it really moisturizes and works well for me under concealer, which is important. Now, I promised I would share with you my #1 tip related to anti-aging skincare. With any of the products that we've used today, vitamin C, whatever moisturizer, for sure sunscreen. Every time you use one of these and you have that little bit left over, please put that on the back of your hands. Oh my goodness. Our hands are, just think about it, out there all the time, unprotected, driving. Even though they say that the windshields in cars have some bit of UV protection, it's not 100%. So you definitely get some aging effects on the hands from the UV rays. So why not take what's left over and just pat it right in your hands and keep your hands looking really good too. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit and talking about the perfect morning skincare routine. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you go ahead and subscribe, you'll be notified when I post my next video, and the next one is going to be about a nighttime skincare routine. So until then, thank you. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.